Welcome to my kitchen. This is where all the cooking magic begins. From my kitchen to yours, let's begin. Today I'm making spice bun. My stove is on low. I'm putting in my butter in my pan to melt it. I'm gonna add some sugar into it, and I'm gradually gonna add the sugar. After I put the first set of sugar in, I'm gonna stir it up, give it a nice stir, and then I'm gonna continue adding more sugar and stirring it up until I get the sugar and butter to melt together. And when I started to make the bun, originally I wasn't gonna make a video of it. Someone sent me a message and asked me if I can, share it. So I'm sharing it with you guys. My stove is on low and I'm gonna continue to stir it because the sugar particles, you want it to melt. I'm gonna add some honey to the mixture. I'm adding there, guys, my honey to my sugar and butter. The difference between bun and cake. With cake, you'd cream the sugar and the butter together. But with the bun, you're melting the sugar and the butter together. It's melted, guys. You can see it's runny. So the sugar particles are all melt. And the stove is low because you don't want it to burn, and you're not trying to get it to boil. You're just trying to have it melt. I'm using malt. You can use any malt you want. I'm using a tiger malt. I'm gonna add it in there. Stir it in. It all blend together. I'm adding some molasses, dark molasses to it. This helps also to give it the color. Mix it all in there. Next, I'm adding browning, and I'm using Grace browning caramel, some vanilla essence, just a teeny bit of almond essence, not much, because the almond, you don't want it to overpower your taste. And you continue giving it a good stir. Make sure all the sugar particles dissolve. Look at it, guys. Now I'm gonna turn the stove off, leave this to cool because this is the wet ingredients, and then I'm gonna prepare my dry ingredients. Now I'm gonna be doing the dry ingredients. I'm gonna sieve my flour, make sure there's not any lump in it. I'm adding some pink salt, some baking powder, Grater, nutmeg, allspice, and all these guys are the dry ingredients I'm mixing together. Some cinnamon powder. I'm gonna mix all this together. In a few days it's gonna be Easter, and in my house we start eating bun and cheese on the Friday. Now with all that mixed together, I'm gonna put my raisin in there. There, mix it all in there. The raisin will sink to the bottom. See, it's all combined in there. I am putting some mixed peel, adding the mixed peel to it. I'm gonna put it all up in there. Next thing I'm gonna do, guys, beat my eggs, because you need your eggs to add to it. Now the wet ingredients is cooling the sugar, the butter, the malt, vanilla essence, almond essence, and the molasses. You can add it to the dry ingredients while it's hot. No way. It will all get all soft and mushy and curdle. So let it cool before you add it. I'm gonna add this cherry, but the cherry gonna be on top, so I leave the cherry for last. Whisk in my eggs. You can use a fork to do this, or whatever you have. You don't have to overdo beating your eggs, because as I said, it's not like cake where you want it light. Bun have a certain heaviness to it. My wet ingredients is cool. Now I'm gonna gradually add it to the mixture. So I'm just gonna put in half of it. Just mix it in. Put in my eggs. Mix it. I'm gonna add the remainder of the wet ingredients to it and mix it all in there. Hi guys, as you know, as usual, it's Liz Magic. For those who are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and press the notification button. For my usual and faithful people, thank you for always being there and giving me a thumbs up. You guys, don't forget to press the like button, and also the new people, you too, don't forget to press the like button. It's your girl Liz Magic, and today we're making spice bun or Easter bun. I'm finished mixing. I'm just gonna spray my pan, turn my oven on, put it at 350 for an hour. See, these lumps you see are the raisins and mixed peel. I'm spraying my pan. You can smell the spice of the bun, the cinnamon, the allspice, the vanilla essence. You can smell it. That is why they call it spice bun. So I'm just filling up my pan, getting it ready to go in the oven. Put in it 3/4 way because it's gonna rise. So you have to leave space for it. It's a good amount to have in there. And I will clean up the edges like there, because you don't want it to burn. I got 4. I'm gonna put the cherry on top like this. I'm gonna do right there, right on top. So now I'm gonna put it in my oven and let it bake. And in most countries, like Jamaica, where I'm from, have this with your bun and cheese Easter time. That's something we look forward to. And fish, if you want to see how escovitch fish is done, you can go back to one of my previous video where I do escovitch fish. I'm making glaze for the bun. So what I do, I put a little water, and as soon as the water gets hot, I'm gonna add some coconut oil to it and honey. This will give the bun a nice shiny color, and it will help also to seal the moist in the bun. Add my coconut oil to it, let it melt. Some honey. The honey will give it a touch of sweetness, and the oil will give it that sheen. Blend it in there, and as soon as the bun is finished and it cools down a bit, I'll take it out and then I'll brush this mixture on top. It's boiling up, so I'm just going to turn my stove down on low and just let it just simmer, or just to keep it warm. I'm not going to put it on hot onto the bun. I just want it to be at a warm temperature, because the bun itself is going to be warm. Here is one of the bun that I just took out. So I'm just going to use a toothpick and just put it in the middle there. That's how you test it to see. There's nothing on the toothpick, so that means the bun is finished. The bun is still warm. I'm going to use a knife and go around the edges to loosen it up, all 4 corners, and then I'll give it a little shake. You can hear that sound, so it's moving. Then just turn it upside down, ease it out the pan. Put it on my rack where it's going to cool down. In the meantime, just brush on that glazed mixture that I made. I'm brushing it on top, sealing the moist and give it a nice glazed looking color, nice and shine. I'm gonna go around the sides too. Bottom I'm not worried about, just the sides and the top. There it is, our spice bun. Here I cut a slice off one of the buns. You can see the cherry right there in the middle. See how nice it look? Yummy, moist. It's really moist. Bing, just like magic.